The Maroons of Motown in Portland are descendants of runaway enslaved Africans on the plantations of Jamaica. I, as a linguist, became interested in the community on reading a 1981 article by Kenneth Bilby entitled How the Older Heads Talk. The article suggested that in addition to regular Jamaican Creole, there were two other languages in use in the community. One language was Kromanti, clearly related to the Akan language cluster spoken in modern-day Ghana. This language was used by the Maroon to communicate with their African-born ancestors. The other language was Maroon Spirit language, as Bilby called it, or as the people called it, old-time patois. That language they used to communicate with their Jamaican-born ancestors. My question was this for real? No linguist before or since has ever recorded in Jamaica a language like Maroon Spirit language. It was so different from regular Jamaican Creole and so similar to the Creole languages of Suriname that one couldn't help but ask the question, did Bilby make this thing up? So, with the permission of the Maroon Council in Motown, we headed into the John Crow Mountains of Portland to investigate this language. Mr. Isaac Bernard, one of the older heads still alive, opened the window through which we could hear and see how the older heads talk. The rain had fallen the night before and most of the day. It had stopped falling just around 4 p.m. when the Colonel, along with some other Maroon guides, took us on the 1.5-hour trek to Comfort Castle, where Mr. Isaac Bernard lived. Grande Coto Grande, the Maroon name for the Rio Grande River, and all its tributaries were in full swing.
There was water everywhere, shooting out of every crevice in the hilly terrain. Maybe that was a good sign, since we had gone to research the language of Mr. Bernard's ancestors, Kromanti. We had traveled with the rum necessary to keep the ancestors happy, and nature was giving us the other means of doing so, the water.
Mr. tell you that?
Yes, tell me.
No.
You not tell me?
No.
What make?
Mr. Bernard and the culture he represents is not just skilled in communication, it also places a high value on silence.
Mr. Taka everything to Boni.
Yeah, you know Sataka everything. Chamu.
Chamu ye too.
Yeah, no so.
That term was often translated to us as talk some, leave some, which means that some things are better left unspoken.
Anyway, they like to see what one. When you know come up here, you don't miss nobody.
Where? Yeah, so?
No.
But else? We see enough people. Enough summa, plenty summa.
Summa waka we you come in.
Summa waka we be.
Yes, I do. And don't know so enough for summa was the language. there are some good girls here with you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like them. But one of them near me, he look at me special. At me left hand.
We can left him. You love him?
Aye. Boy, don't know me, oh, me say some days another dasher, you know me, you say. I don't want to let him go away. And I want to tell you, Nagitan said the girl go away for him. And him sing a car and tell him, said the girl go. You hear the word let me sing, said what? Breaking girl go, man, you don't know me. Girl go away for him, I don't know him. I want to do for him, no good enough. And he said, some days another, you know, use when you feel it. Some days another dasha, you know me. Some days another, you know me. Oh, I say, some days another body boy, you know me, you say. Can you ma? I want you to say, yeah. I want you to say, what did they make you? Can you ma? Let me tell you, you ma, can you ma? Me tell you, can you ma, can you ma? Let me tell you, you ma, can you ma? Printing go taka no. You sabi auntie? You sabi? When you do ya, you say come call you. Remember, come back na gully boy. You do ya, you say come call you. Remember, go, but no got no money, yeah. Gadoya, me no say come call you. Remember, go, but got no bearing on me. Gadoya, me no say come call you. Sabi?
I don't sabi.
No sabi. One thing in ask me na sonti and no sabi in na sabi. You always sabi sonti. You want sabi sonti? You sabi? No, me not boast a man, you know, but we got one little something. And sometimes he talk to me too.
You talk to yourself?
Yep. Hello? Yeah. Good evening. Well, having business are different something from this. Now this is a bugle for the Maroon. And whenever time we have a message to send, we send it by this. By talking in our language. Okay, but you have to learn the language to know what I say.
What language is that, Kromanti?
You got Kromanti language. We got Timbambo, we got Yang, we got Dokose. Windandu. Windandu, Dekose. Kromanti. When I went last, in the wood over there, we blow this. Tell them same last. And when we go there, when somebody go there, find him. He went blue and tell me, say them find him. When they find him, they tell me, say, me sure we you. That means I see the man. If he's alive, I say, me sure we you. I say, a man be. Let me see the man and he lie. If he's dead, the man say, oh, you. Monsieur Reru, Monsieur Mandi, and Monsieur Mandi Pete Pete. That means say dead. Chamu chamu yetu.
None. So, I mean, when you and other speakers and the colonel here, dies, how is the heritage going to carry on?
Well, I want to tell you, it is not one section,
Mm-hmm.
No. You have Hampong Tong, you have Skachal, you have Charles Brown, and you got Moortown. So it's not one place. So when one don't say it, the other say it.
So wouldn't you want to continue the heritage in Moortown?
In Moortown? Mm-hmm. Yes. And we are going to do it. We are going to continue.
When Mr. Bernard and the one or two other tradition bearers leave us, who will be there to speak the half that should be spoken? Will the Kromanti language and its traditions survive in the presence of all the trappings of modern life, such as the mobile telephone?
The facts on the ground don't look too good, but now tell me, what do you think?